Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
And we have our very first corner.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been played through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Neither side especially adventurous early on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nesta. Some good work on the right flank here. Bellingham. Lazio finding their passes. Lahm gets into some space. It's their second corner of the game. Bergomi tries to clear. Quarter of an hour played. Hernes. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. It's Seedorf. Goes for a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. He's had a shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
And he up he goes! It's hit the upright. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Just eases him off the ball. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Roberto Carlos. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Threads one in. It's a promising position. That's good play. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hernes. Goes for the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Dembele, he is through here. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Seedorf. And this is Ibrahimovic. And here's Mbappe. They're urging him to shoot. Seedorf. That's tidy. Roberto Carlos. Oh, important interception. Vieira.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a loose ball. And for a moment, time stood still. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And he's in on goal! It's Roberto Carlos! He's done very well to get to that.
Carlos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ball is over the line. Ferdinand.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And it's Seedorf. And he cuts out the supply. And that And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Botafogo really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Botafogo clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Ernest has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Dembele is in a really good position out wide. Vieira. Ernest.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, it's Seedorf. Roberto Carlos.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Ferdinand is there, and he can pick it up. Well, nicely intercepted. Ernest. And he welcomes it in, and that's a good ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's Luke. Oh, what has happened here? Here it is, crossed in. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Vieira. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Roberto Carlos. Almost an hour gone. Knocks it into space. Caught offside that time.
substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for
Camisa
changes
17,
on both sides, actually.
Camisa 20, camisa 19, camisa 22.
Vieira.
Deixando o campo para a
And here's
entrada
Hullet.
camisa 21.
Lovely pass, but can he get
Camisa
there?
18, camisa 26.
Lam defending his
camisa
corner stubbornly,
14,
stood up very well to his man.
substituição em andamento.
Hullet picks it up out wide. Pele. Roberto Carlos. Oh no, what has happened here? Lovely feet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crossed into the box. It's a goal kick.
Substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Ibrahimovic coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Roberto Carlos delivers. Neither of these two want to come off second best. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Nedved could try cutting inside here. Fired deep. Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He has found the way through. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Roberto Carlos. They'll have one final crack at it. Plays the ball back. Platini. And it's made its way to him.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Lam. Nedved couldn't squeeze it through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Oh, can he get onto this? Platini does really well to win the ball there. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And he's managed to get rid.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Ferdinand.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Can he get on the end of this?
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Roberto Carlos plays it short.
Teremos 3 minutos
Well
de
read.
acréscimo.
The danger is averted. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless.
Botafogo have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's in space and looking for options.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Pele goes short. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Mateus spots it and intercepts. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to play it through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mateus. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Lam, driving forward. Botafogo, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he goes cross-field. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's fabulous. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Passing nice and neat. And this is Bale.
Here he rises! Goal! Lazio!
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Now it's Eto'o. Lazio looking to pass their way through. Oh, important interception. Pernis is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mateus' delivery.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Botafogo certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mateus, Cristiano Ronaldo. Lahm. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's picked it up out wide. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Passes short and and he shoots! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And this is getting better and better.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Botafogo certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 20, camisa 5, camisa 22.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Para a entrada de
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Botafogo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Nice interception, well timed. Lazio are looking to break at pace. And he's been shifted off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Lahm. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. Up he goes! It's fallen kindly here. Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are pulling clear here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now, can they get him away? That has been cut short.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pressing high and with purpose. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, such a clever touch. Horace! They've scored! They're back within reach! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Camisa 19.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Camisa
Pull it.
4. Camisa 26. Substituição em andamento.
And it's Vieira. Played out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Bale being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Nicely spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Takes it. Oh, smashing header! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Yeah. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale looking to run onto it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's neat. Lahm stood his ground strongly. Oh, right place, right time. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Bale. Mateus. Good driving run. Oh, that was vital. Chance here to counter. Quality ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lahm, this is promising.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Bale. Aims beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substituição.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Great vision. And this is Hazard.
Teremos
sweet
3
feet.
minutos de acréscimo.
And the number on the board is 3. And it's Nedved. Can he get it through? Big header! Wow, that's a fine save. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Botafogo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
E lá
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism.
Can he finish? It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Over to the other side. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lahm. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Bergomi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. He's done well to get that clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Roberto Carlos. That's a good run down the left. That's very neat. He's being urged to shoot. Bellingham skims one in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's picked it up out wide. That's tidy. That's an excellent interception. Lazio applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 5.
So the manager can make a
Camisa
change
22.
for the first time in the game here.
Deixando o campo
Lazio
para a entrada
are
de
sitting pretty,
Camisa
2-0
10.
up.
The turning of the
Camisa
screw
13.
comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chance! It's there! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Mateus bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Thinks about chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! Botafogo back on level terms! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Ernest.
Ibrahimovic, and he welcomes it in. Botafogo
Can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Now that looks a decent ball.
And this is Dembele. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And now the breakaway.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Lahm.
And it's Bellingham.
Lahm.
Is always looking to play quality balls.
Ferdinand. Lahm.
Has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Ibrahimovic. And it's half-time here.
Botafogo are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
And we are up to the break.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
Terrific half. 4 goals split evenly. Beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Senhoras e senhores, tenham a gentileza de remover os carros estacionados na rua em frente ao estádio. Substituição no time do Botafogo.
And that's the second half started.
Camisa 20, camisa 17. Deixando o campo
Maldini.
para a entrada de camisa 18.
Roberto Carlos.
Camisa 4.
Mateus.
That's good play from him.
And it's Bellingham.
And here's Dembele. Bellingham has created 1 goal already.
Bale.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's Vieira. Lahm,
Ernest, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick.
closing in on goal.
Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
shoots! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Botafogo get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And we have our very first corner.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 19. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 14. Teremos uma substituição.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's having a shot! Brilliant from Leao! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are pulling clear here. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Botafogo grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira wins the duel this time, and that's gone loose. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, they could break here. And it's Gullit. Lazio looking to pass their way. And Gullit! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Gullit gets it clear. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Ibrahimovic. Lahm. Now the ball in. Bergomi attempts a clearance.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And no That is pretty much the end of that. Bale puts them all in. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
He's got away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against... Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a pretty loose pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Vieira. Rafael Leao, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Gullit. Here's
Teremos
Vieira.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the winner's bullish and